Chapter 44. Fedir is lost in his mind, wondering of the recent event. No more people are talking. The sound has grown peaceful. It is chilly, but not unreasonable as it was several nights ago, at least from what he heard. Still, it was hard to believe he was in the land of the goddess, where the sun has disappeared for centuries. He leans down, caressing the healthy grass beneath him. With his warm touch, he feels the grass pulsing with new life. The vibrations feel like they are thanking him for a second chance. A slight char disturbs the air. "Are you all right, Fedir?" Hotaru's soft voice echoes in the distance. He turns to the sound. The blue spark from before radiates a calming light. "You should head back inside. A full day hasn't even passed." He was worried. From the way her aura flickers inconsistently, she is still injured. Even with enhanced healing magic, she still needs rest. Fedir has learned the lesson only a few days before, and yet he doesn't force her. Lena is the same way with him, and with how much has happened, laying in bed seems like a waste of time. "I will be fine. I ate with everyone in the mess hall, and I couldn't bring myself to sleep." She pauses briefly. Her steps close in next to him. "So you were the one who did this. You practically turned the desert into a grassland, though some parts are still sandy. Even the water here." A subtle splash ripples near the front of him. "It's pure. I've never seen water so clear. I didn't mean to do it. I guess it was something I gained from being a fairy. Perhaps that is why the fairy forest is flowing with life. Was my home the same? I wish I could remember more." "A fairy is what you are then. I guess that explains the green hair. Still, I never expected it to be true. Maybe you don't know, but why was it until our fight with Orochi to unleash this form?" "You're right. I don't know," he mumbled. "Something just called out to me at that moment. But these feelings aren't new. It's like I always had it." His mind races. "Galen. You said you spoke with a man named Galen." "Yes. Without his help, I never would have found you. What is he like?" "Honestly, I don't think you would like him much. He is a carefree soul who is against the teachings of the goddess. However, he is a good person. He's a collector of ancient relics. He found you through the use of something called the Lyre of Ire. From what he says, the real Galen used it to find fairies." "I see. How could Galen be my father? If that's true, how did I make it to the world above? How long ago was the event of Zoma's reign? How old am I?" "Why did you want to know?" Hotaru calmly asked, knocking him out of his head. "I was hoping when we had the chance, I could thank him for keeping you safe. Should have expected something like that from you. Yet I have a feeling something else is on your mind." "What makes you say that?" "Not often are you hesitant in your replies. I won't pry, though. We have been through a lot and don't know the answers to anything. I thought we had everything under control, an idea of how things would go. But I was wrong. I really did take Grandma's words for granted. Truthfully, I'm scared. I don't know where we are, the rules of this world. None of it makes sense, but I'm glad to have you back. Even if physically a lot has changed, you are still Fedir, and I want to apologize for leaving you to venture on your own. It must have been frightening." He ponders for a moment. "That moment felt like years ago." "You mean back at Japan?" "Yes. The way we treated you was harsh. I don't remember you treating me poorly. In fact, I would have never gotten the idea to find the Yggdrasil leaf without showing me Aziza's condition. But I didn't bother stopping Isamu. What he said was hurtful. I want to believe he didn't mean those things. He was speaking out of frustration. I don't want to lose you two over it. You don't need to defend him. If he wishes to apologize for his words, then he will. And don't worry, I don't hate him. We've been through too much for that. He's a good friend. I have already forgiven him, not for justice, but for my peace. Like you said, a lot has changed and things are different. I'm sure he has too." An alluring smell of roses closes in. Graceful steps comb through the grass as someone approaches. Did I disturb your romantic outing? Fedir spins to the enticing sound. Like soft music, singing in a calming rhythm. Hotaru is left in silence, though her nervousness radiates violently. You look beautiful, she finally said. Thanks, sweetheart, but I'm used to it. A shame our little angel boy can't witness my lustrous charm, she teases, her breath smelling of mint. Her captivating aura has dimmed, yet still is a bright, grasping pink. Did you need something from me, Lena? Not this time. Most of the injured are resting up for the night. I just figured I couldn't find this little one anywhere. Makes sense for her to wander out to find her savior. Hotaru chuckles. Her aura has calmed down. I couldn't sleep. Sorry for not letting you know. Ease yourself, little one. I ain't your mom. You can do what you want. Oh, Hotaru chirped. I learned a few things on how to reach Zoma. I met with Robin and he told me of 3 relics. So Robin came from this world, Fedir interjected. I'm guessing the Sunstone is one of them. A sound of shuffling is near and a gentle warmth pulsates. Fedir reaches his arm, carefully given a warm rock that fits nicely in his fist. Baramos had it in his castle. The other 2 are the Staff of Rain and the Sacred Amulet, Lena blurted in a serious tone. Her aura switches like a light from a drawing pink to a passionate red. How do you know? You live here long enough and you pick up these sort of things. Sadly, I don't know much about them other than their name, but that's not all. You need the goddess's weapons to actually fight Zoma, right? That's what Galen said. However, they never existed from his findings. They must be made with orichalcum. Never thought I would hear that name again. She stops, and the sound of her nails click onto something. Here, little one. This is for you, then. Consider it a special delivery. Hotaru grunts. Something heavy collides with her palms. How did you get this? A rich guest at my old show. Cute thing. He handed me this as a gift, saying it was the most valuable metal in the world. Unfortunately, most didn't know what it was. Hence, I was never able to pawn the hunk of metal. But he insisted on its name being orichalcum. Guessing that you need the relic and plan to stop Zoma, that must make you daughter of Ortega. You know my father? Fedir's mind clicks like a puzzle piece being set in place. The full picture, or rather words, start to add up. Her name is one he has heard. A famous one. Wait a minute. You are the #1 dancer of Asham. Fedir butts in, pointing his finger toward her strobing beautiful aura. She giggles softly. Looks like you found me out. Yes, I was known as the most beautiful woman in the world, one to rival Queen Isis herself. But then how did you meet my father? I refuse to believe he left town to see your performances. If so, I swear. Unfortunately not. Your father's army was in need of recruits. However, little old me was far from a ruthless warrior. Instead, I was able to assist the army with morale. The day came to advance on Baramos' castle, which was successful. However, we didn't know of the things that would later entail. Nevertheless, he marched on, and we made ourselves a base of operations to raise Zoma's castle when the time was ready. As you most likely know, things went poorly and we were forced to split. Some had enough time to return to the world above, while I found myself bored of the life waiting for me back in Asham. I enjoyed my path of soothing those around me. So I took up residence in Damdara to ease the residents. Even picked up a few medical skills. I do have to say, though, sometimes I regret leaving my poor sister Vashti, but she's a big girl who can handle her own. Isamu and I saw her at one of her shows. She had a great performance. It was hard to keep my eyes off her, Fedir said. A smile spreads across his face. Thankfully, his smile is fairly hidden, but his praising words disturb the air around him. That's sweet of you to say. Seems I have nothing to worry about at all. Though I never expected you of all people to attend such a show. I love my dear sister, but she is nothing compared to what I am capable of. Hotaru loudly coughs, drawing their attention. Anyway, we need to find the remaining relics. Remember? Sorry, sweetie. This old girl is getting lost in her glory days. I would suggest checking where we made our base. We called it Cantilm. It's to the southeast of here. I don't know about any relics there, but there may be a smith who can tinker with that metal. Then we should probably head over soon. Isamu and Aziza might be there, Fedir suggested. Couldn't agree with you more. Lena, thank you for all you have given me. Without your help, I don't know if I would have gotten here, or found Hotaru. No problem, my sweet angel boy. When you put a stop to all this chaos, make sure to come back so I can properly reward you. You have yourself a deal, he said, reaching his hand out. A warm, soft hand like silk and scented like fresh budding flowers, gently wrapped around his. Her tender nails caress his patchy skin. Though I think I will have to decline your reward. I am a man of the goddess after all. Are you funny? She whispers gently. It seems I have truly lost my bindings around you, though losing to a goddess is quite an achievement on my part. Are we going or what? Hotaru shouted. A lot has definitely changed from the man I knew. She muttered as her steps trail off. Stay safe, Fedir, Lena said with a dead tone and slight worry, letting go of his hand.